And finally, the Watch Out segment. I'll showcase some of the athletes, young athletes, who performed well and really impressed me. And how about this? Shout out to Lincoln High School. Coach Collins and his squad took down Reardon, actually. And we're gonna be talking to this young man right here. He is a baller, and he had a great tournament. Lincoln Lions. That's where my babies go. I got 3 babies over there. Troy, Trinity, Manalo. Let's go!
GetSportsFocus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. WeightsandBars.com. Build your home gym and shop locally from the Bay Area's best fitness equipment experts. Ike's Love and Sandwiches. Championship level sandwiches every single time. South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust. And by Fuel Good, fueling your success. Conveniently located in Santa Clara off Homestead Road. For more info, go to fuelgoodmealprep.com.
We have a very, very special guest right here joining us on GSF Weekly. One of Lincoln's young ballers. We saw him at the Foothill tournament. He was making plays all over the place. Kyan.
Yes, sir.
Say that right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. That was the one question that we needed to clear out before we start this is how do you say your first name? So since I got it right, I'm gonna turn it over to you, and I want you to introduce yourself, talk about the sports that you play, where you go to school, and maybe go into a little bit about your team.
My name is Kyan Phillips. I play football, baseball, and basketball. I did track last year too. Our school it's very spirited sometimes and sometimes not, but we got to get that out more this season. So, and this coming year, we just got to play aggressive, play together, and try to win some games more than we did last year. So, should be fun this year.
Nice. Well, I saw your team play at the Foothill Summer of Champions tournament. You guys upset Reardon. That's a big-time school.
Yes,
and then you guys played Edison, who's actually a 7-on-7 team. I don't know if you noticed that, but that.
Yeah, I think we all noticed it as soon as we saw the uniforms. We're like,
yeah,
it's kind of surprising. So
that's a 7-on-7 team that's been playing since like January, and their mission is just to win 7-on-7 tournaments. But you guys were impressive. I liked your QB, but you definitely stood out. I was like, man, this kid is making plays. And I was like, oh. We know who he is. We met him when he was a freshman. So let's talk about your athletic background. When did you start playing sports and maybe go into the background, your family background when it comes to sports and athletics?
Okay. Well, I didn't get to play tackle football until my freshman year of high school. My dad said flag football only, so I played flag football, I played baseball, soccer, and basketball when I was younger. And then same thing for my brother. He did the same. But our whole family has always been like that. Like tag football was never allowed until high school, So my dad, he got to play at San Jose State for baseball and football. And then my uncle had opportunities to go play at some big schools, but decided to go play at Division II, so he has a chance to play. He played for 3 years, and then called it. And then my grandfather played at, I forgot what D2 school it was. He played football and baseball, and then had a chance. He got a couple of invitations to go play or try out for NFL teams, but decided to, start a family and go on from there. But my great uncle is the only other person I know of that played sports. who played at Oregon. I think he played linebacker. He played for a year or two and then got hurt, so they called that. But yeah, that's about it. And my brother's at Cal Poly now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I was gonna ask you about your brother, man. I remember your brother when he was a junior and then senior year. I mean, he had a great year. Didn't he win like player of the year? Multiple.
Yeah, I think something like that. He did won something for Cal High, won MVP his senior year. A
Yeah.
lot. He won a lot. So
So how's Mr. Tayden doing?
he's doing great. He's I don't know what he's playing, corner or nickel right now, and special teams gunner and punt returner. I don't know what string, but he's playing. So we'll see how he does. We'll see if he makes it out this year and plays on the field. So
Nice. Well, I know San Jose. There are two schools in San Jose that's been here for a long time: Lincoln and San Jose High. Growing up, you probably knew about that rivalry, the Big Bone game, and all that. I mean, you didn't have to worry about losing to San Jose. You know you guys are gonna kick their butts, but talk about the change. Were you there when they finally changed the format from Thanksgiving to like earlier in the season?
Yeah. I was kind of upset about it too, because we were always, me and my brother, my god brother Adhan. We always played on the fields during the games. So San Jose City played. When we played at San Jose City on Thanksgiving, we'd go in that backfield and play while the game was going on. So that was like what we looked. We didn't look forward to watching the game. We looked forward to playing on our own. But yeah, we saw it go from San Jose City on Thanksgiving to like Independence or all that to now playing at Lincoln and San Jose High this year in November. So I feel like it's a different type of experience. I wish I got to play on Thanksgiving at San Jose City. I'm hoping they go back to it at some point. But yeah, I've been around for all of it. So
well, you got 2 more years, right?
Yeah, so I'm hoping they change it, but I don't know.
Hey, well, my suggestion is just play on Thanksgiving.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to play them. You don't have to play San Jose High. You could play another team for the CCS championship.
The only problem is that's the goal right there. But the only problem is, that's playing on Thanksgiving that takes away playoffs. So we don't really want that. But I'd love to play on Thanksgiving against them. So,
well, honestly, when I learned about that, I was like, okay, it's about time. It's about time. There's been some really solid Lincoln teams in the past that would have gone on, to the playoff and probably even win it.
Yeah, they had a chance. So
it was a sacrifice for a very, very long time, but now you have a chance to really put you guys' school on the map and establish, a standard, not even a tradition, it's just a standard to like get to the playoffs and then win it, So freshman year, you were on varsity, correct?
Yes, sir.
What was that? I mean, that is a very special experience, not only because you get to play with your brother, who was a senior, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that year. What was that year like for you? And what kind of adjustment? What were the difficult things that you had to kind of hurdle?
It was definitely a size and speed change for sure. They were much bigger and faster on varsity. But that wasn't like a big part of it. The big part of it was debating whether my dad was the JV coach at the time, the head coach. So that was debating like, I don't want to leave my dad. I wanted to play under my dad, right? So that was a big change. I didn't want to leave my boys on JV. Like I liked playing with them. It was fun. So, but growing up, I got to play with my brother. I got to play with my good friend like Sal and Cisco and Jacob and Diaz and all them and Louis. So it was a good experience. It wasn't always the fun time being the freshman, getting a lot of jokes at me because I was the young person on the team, but it was cool overall. So
now I learned about it. I think it's like mid-year. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then we saw you guys play, and I'm like, who is that? I think you were wearing 28.
I wore 33 on freshman year. So
33. Your brother was
yeah,
28.
he was 7 freshman year. He wore 33 junior, and then I wore 21 last year.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a handful of you guys, like you guys were like the core playmakers of that squad. So I thought that was interesting. It must have been a really good experience to play with your brother.
Yeah, it was.
And
It was fun. So,
if I was Coach Collins, I would have just moved your dad up to the varsity level so he get to coach you too.
but that's what we'll see. So,
What is it like to play for Coach Collins? I mean, he's been there before even I was born, I think.
yeah, yeah, he's been there for I think it's like he's going on like 34 years, I think now.
Wow.
So he's been there forever. For me, I've known him my whole life. That whole coaching staff is like uncles to me. So, but it's good because he's probably one of the smartest coaches in the Bay Area when it comes for high school football. So, like, he just comes up with like ideas in his mind on the spot to like adjustments to make. So, I think like going into the football tournament, we're not the biggest team, we're not the fastest team, right? And playing against some like a team like Reardon or Logan or Edison, he said this to all of us. He said that in the past, Lincoln has always played with aggression at 150% and didn't stop till the whistle was blown. And that's how they won games in the past. And that's what kind of like our team went with, and that was our mindset going into the games. So I think like he just gives a lot of experience and motivation for all of us to like help him and make him proud of the team that he built.
Man, and you guys look great with the Navy
Yeah.
shirts. I mean, it looks sharp. I was like, oh man, that's intimidating right there.
We got real shirts this year.
We got real shirts. That's awesome. So this team, we'll talk about this team in a second, but as far as like Lincoln, my kids go there, and I know like academically, it's one of the better schools out there. What's the academics like for you? And how do you manage playing multiple sports I mean, the past 2 years and the grades?
I I'm more of like I do my work when I get it, as soon as I get it. So that way I don't have to do it later. So I kind of I get it done as fast as I can, make sure it's right, and then turn it in. I have mostly A's. I had a 3.8 this year. So the B's are mostly in Spanish, and I'm trying to get those up. But I took the AP test. Hopefully I passed it. We'll see. But it's kind of just I got to do my work on time. I got to get it in. Hopefully I do right, and I kind of just stay quiet in class and just do my work and mind my own business. So that's kind of mostly just get by, go to practice, work out whenever I have to. So get ready. That's it.
Nice. And I know Lincoln is a performing arts school.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to take any drama or art or music?
No, I didn't take it. I thought about taking band, but then I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it because I saw one of my
not even dance.
Nah, not gonna happen. One of my friends had band, and the schedule was like really hard because he had to miss basketball sometimes. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So
is it, you're a multi-sport athlete. I'm assuming football is your main sport. This is where you're gonna actually
that's right.
Impact. And
I hope I can go to the next level. Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you done in the last 2 years extra that is helping you get to that level?
I try to I kind of take like I have workout plans, I have workout schedules. I get up in the morning, I work out before school, and then I go to school. I try to get a workout in after school or after practice. I mean, wherever I have time. I try to watch film as much free time I have. Most of the time, if I'm in like we have advisory class, which is basically just like do whatever you have. So I try to get my work done, and then I'll turn on film during that time. So I watch like probably like during football season and off season, I probably watch 30 minutes of film, or I'll try to watch 30 minutes of film a day at least. I try to get at least 1 or 2 lifts in. Try to get my speed up, so that's keep my body healthy and got to keep going. So that's about it.
That's a really good work ethic right there. You're one of the standouts, and usually, if somebody is a standout like yourself, we wouldn't see you like on a Lincoln High School football team. Like we would see you at a Bellarmine especially if in an area or a Valley Christian. Did you ever? I don't know how to say it, but did you ever come across that opportunity to where like somebody or someone tried to tell you or your family like, hey, you should go to this school?
Yeah, I had a couple of those. But at the end of the day, I grew up at Lincoln. My family's at Lincoln. That's where I wanted to be. I wouldn't change that no matter what. My friends are at Lincoln. Everything I do is at Lincoln. So I don't ever want to leave. So
Awesome.
I'm with Lincoln. So
that's loyalty right there. That's L for Lincoln, L for loyalty, L for Lions. So tell me about this team, man. That you guys obviously it was 7-on-7. Your QB, your QB, I like your QB. He's fiery. I mean, you have to tell me. You told me shut up a couple of times.
Yeah, I asked my brother Lucas. I love and it's gonna be fun playing with him in the secondary this year. I'm gonna say that because
he's playing both ways.
He's a safety and he's gonna play some running backs and QB, all that. So he brings aggression for sure. He's always in the right spot. Sometimes he can get too overly aggressive, but it's good. I like it. So he brings energy to the team and he keeps it going. We have captains we have people like leaders like Nick DeLuna, who's a great linebacker for us. He does his job. We have Julian Vargas, who's one of our best linemen. We have Desario, who's fast as hell for a receiver. We have Johnny Baker, who's really fast, sir. So, Yaya Sofini. So we have some experience that we didn't have last year, I think. And, like I said before, we're not the biggest team, but our team is we're worried about. We want to win this year more than anything because last year was hard. So that's our main goal, is just to win some games and hopefully go to the playoffs and succeed there. But we come with this year, we have a lot of aggression on our team and just the will to win. Unlike
that. I like that. So with the how's the line looking?
Our line's looking good. We got right now. We don't really know who's starting right now completely. We know Kenny Figueroa, who's going to play probably center. Julian Vargas, like I said. We have Carlos, our tackle. We have Robert, and Miguel, who are going to play some guard. And, James, who are going to play some, tackle. I'm blanking. And then we have, our tight ends who help. They're just as much in the trenches as them. So we have James Purvis, we have John Medina getting dirty in there and blocking for us, running back. So
I remember your brother. He was kind of like an all-around guy. You could put him anywhere, even probably the line, and well. Are you how similar are you or different from your brother?
I would say we're very different. I think he's something that I've always wanted to have, and he's very quick. He can jump side to side, and I was like, I don't know how to do it. He's always brought out the better in me because I've gone against him when I was younger, or just now when he will mess with me or something that pissed me off, and then I gotta go at him as hard as I can. So he's definitely been a top motivator for me. So he's always kept my head up and all that. So, but our games are very different. He was more of a Vade and try to run away. And if he had to, he'd drop his shoulder. I'm more like, if I can run past him, I'll run past you, but I'd rather run through you if I can. You know, I had more size than he did, but he had something I didn't have, or quickness. Like, he is absurdly quick. He's very fast, like 4.5, 4.4. So we'll see. He's definitely better than me. I can say that. I'll say that.
It was crazy because him and Sal, that 1-2 punch from the backfield, it was, as a cameraman, I was like, man, I'm trailing.
It was fun to watch from receiver too.
Yeah.
I'd go block for a quick. I'd go block. I'd turn my head, and one of them is going for 40 yards. So
yeah,
you know, you have Sal, who he's small, but he'll juke you really bad and make you look stupid. And then there's Tayden, who will run past you and make you look stupid too. So yeah, it was fun to watch. It was fun playing with them. I miss playing with them for sure.
Hey, who knows? Maybe you'll be at the next level together. You never know.
Let's see. That would be awesome. Sure.
Oh yeah, he was ultra fast. I was like, dang, this kid is just blazing. You play. So what do you play? You have much. I mean, you could be all over the place, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on special teams.
Yeah,
returning.
Yeah, I'll probably punt return. We don't really have an exact position set right now, but I'll probably play punt returner. I'll probably move around a little bit on offense, playing some receiver, playing some running backs, playing some quarterback. But
I hear quarterback.
Huh?
Did I hear quarterback? Some wildcat action?
Yeah, hopefully we'll see.
Wild lion.
We'll see. Hopefully I can play better than I did last year at quarterback. So I won't throw no picks this year. I'm not gonna let that happen. So
just keep the ball and run somebody over.
That's the plan.
When in doubt.
So hopefully I can. Our linemen right now are doing great. They're providing holes in practice for us to run through. Our running back core is looking good. Just hopefully we can bring an edge and try to go win some games. So
nice. Recruiting. Have you thought about recruiting yet? I mean, I'm pretty sure you have, but how deep are you into the recruiting scene? What's it looking like?
I've talked to some coaches, but no offers, none of that. But I've been talking to some coaches. But right now, mostly I'm just focused on helping my team, mostly making an impact on the game as much as I can, and trying to just help Lincoln out as much as I can on the field. So,
well, with knowing knowing things about recruiting, since your brother went through it, what are some of the schools that you would love to hear from? Like, man, it would be cool to go here, to go there.
You know, really, I just want a chance to play somewhere. But I'd say my top schools would probably that I really wanted. My dream school has always been Ohio State. That's been my dream school since I was little. But you know, playing at Cal Poly with my brother would also be cool, or playing at San Jose State like my dad did. That'd also be cool. Just anyway, I just want to play something. That's the goal. So hopefully that happens.
I think there's a spot there for you, and you guys will find each other sometime in the next year or so.
Hopefully.
You can't be this elite athlete and not go anywhere, you know. So hopefully something like this will help you get your name out there. You know, definitely a standout. All the coaches were talking about you. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, he's got speed, he looks big, he's got size, and a couple of times, like, I thought, man, you were gonna go out, but then you came back in, and then you scored a touchdown, and it was amazing, man. Great job.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, man, I'm glad we got this intro interview done. Yes, I'm sure we'll do this again sometime in the next couple of years.
Yes,
but I wish you and the Lincoln Lions well. And
thank you.
If there's anything important that we haven't talked about, I mean, is there anything important that we haven't talked about? About you, your school?
Nah, just we're gonna keep working and try to do the best we can this year as a team. So,
Who are you guys opening up with this season?
I believe Wold Glen was our first game, and then Sounds High, and then Aragon, and then Leland, and then we go in league. I believe so. So, so we'll see. So we're at Wold Glen. Hopefully, we can bring some energy at away game, first game. So, and go out there and get a win. So,
all right, man.
All right.
I'm sure we'll see you sometime soon.
Thank you.
Good luck again. We'll put up your highlights. And if you are a college coach or a college recruiter, my man right here, check him out. He's got everything that you need. So he's a playmaker, period. And I like the fact that you talk more than your brother.
Well, you know, it's usually the other way around. He got a mouth on it sometimes. So
really, every time I do an interview with him, he was very quiet. Like he would give me like phrases.
Yeah, well,
it was kind of like pulling teeth when I was interviewing him. So,
but
you talk more.
Thank you. Well, I tried to at least. We'll see. We'll see how it goes this year.
All right. Well, first and foremost, keep those grades up because that's the first thing that they ask for, and just keep balling, man. I think you have all the leadership qualities, and yeah, let's get Lincoln to the championship this year, man. Come on.
Yes, sir. Let's try.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good day.
Right. Take care.